Hi everyone, welcome back, y'all. It is another special event, another special episode. Okay, all right, y'all. So this is the winter solstice. That officially means this is Capricorn seasons. Okay, y'all, it's Capricorn season. Can the real 10-4 stand up? Can the real 10-4 stand up? You girl like, what is a 10-4, girl? What is you talking about? Why every time you get on here, you're talking something crazy? Sweetheart. So 10-4 literally means the axis of Capricorn, and what's the opposition of Capricorn? Cancer. I couldn't wait. So this is a real 10-4. Can the real 10-4 stand up? Can the real Capricorn, Cancer, axis people, can we stand up? Okay. But this all means, can we stand up generally to overcome 10-4? That's the T. Okay. But before we hop into the yearly reading, because that's really what the winter solstice is, the overall yearly reading. That's why the ascendant be Scorpio. But y'all, welcome back. Okay, this is the Memory Astrologer. It's your girl, the Memory Astrologer. Okay, and if you all please love this video, send and share it out with those people, those groups, those organizations, or is it, I almost said organizations. So that's sixth house coded, which is the savior for this year. This is so Neptune moon. And I don't want to get into astrology so deeply. We only a minute in, you feel me? I didn't do no introductions. I didn't tell y'all what's up. You feel me? We haven't checked in, right? So I need us to be very mindful of how we feel this year, okay? All that energy, all that fire, all that optimism, yes, all that energy. It's like the initiatory event when you initiate something. You feel me? How do you feel when you initiate something? You feel giddy, you feel geeked, you feel like, girl, I'm unstoppable, I'm Hercules, you feel me? And all these tasks I'm finna accomplish. Literally, that's what's going on. But I need us to be very mindful of like how to use that energy, what to use that energy with, and who talks to us and connect with us. Because when you're giddy like this, when you're geeked like this, oopsies, accidental things that you really ain't want to share with other people, you feel me? You share out your mouth, you feel me? So I need us to be very mindful about that. Keep them, your digs, keep your cards to your chest. And yes, this is a playing card service. And you're like, girl, but that's Leonard. Yes, we're gonna be reading playing cards. But let's hop back in, okay? Okay. If you all would love to send this message out, send it out and share it out to those groups, organizations, and people who will allow you to continue growing and blossom into the people, into the person that you are destined to be, okay? Hey, you are my rock. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm really excited if you can't see. So please send it out and share it out. If you all would love to send a love offering, if you all would love to send a tip, tips are not required, but they are awesomely welcome. Okay, the link is in the description box below. It is the Cashapp. It is also the Amazon wish list. Okay, I thank you, I appreciate you, and I extend those blessings back out to you. Okay, thank you, I appreciate you. All right, you all, next things next. Can we please do our 3 deep breaths? I'm just gonna hop right in. Please do our 3 deep breaths. In through our nose, hold it, and exhale out our mouth. To be open, to be ready, and to be welcome. To open up, to welcome this information in 100%, okay? Be welcome. So before we really hop into this, I just gotta let y'all know the tea. So we, the Memory Astrologer, have officially published a book. It's called 12 Doors. It is now available everywhere. You feel me? It started out on Lulu Bookstore. Shout out to Lulu. But now it's on Amazon. Now it's on Barnes & Noble. We really appreciate everyone for extending and buying and giving it to other people. We really appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for the love. This is the book. Y'all know we are playing card height, so it's the steps of playing cards in real life. So it is available. I'm going to also put the link in the description box below, okay? Excellent. All right, you all, are y'all ready? Because I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. So I'm not going to cap. I used to pull the chart. Oh, wait. What's the winter solstice, okay? So first things first, before I jump into this chart, winter solstice is I like to call it a recharge period. I mean, all the 4 major arenas, so the solstices, winter solstice and summer solstice, and the equinox is fall equinox and spring equinox. These are all major electromagnetic forces that allows us to connect to the earth, but also connects to the ethers outside the earth, I like to call the cosmos. So we have two arenas where we are directly like engaging towards, or more so inward towards the earth. And you're like, girl, what do you mean? So the earth, we know that it don't move up and down. You feel me? Like, it's not Uranus right now, baby. No. This is the earth. So we got this big old globe round. They're not gonna call it a globe, but it's like an oval elliptical. You feel me? And it moves around, not up and down, not 360 degrees, but slightly on an angle, and then it rotates. Okay. So with this rotation period, the poles that we're talking about goes through the earth from like top and bottom. So that's the one. So it's because the earth is the globe, and this is the I'm using my arm as the what is this called? The pole. And this right here, I'm gonna imagine that this is the earth. So when the earth moves, which it is right now, we are now facing towards the ethers. We're ethers. We're facing towards the ethers. We're facing out to the cosmos, because that is where the point, or that's where the poles are pointing. So the poles are pointing towards the earth, or more so towards the engagement with the earth, engagement with the sun during the summertime, and then it starts moving back in the springtime. So it's moving out, fall time, fall equinox, moving out officially, winter solstice, comes back in, spring solstice, facing towards the sun. Remember, the sun is in the middle. If we're doing the rotations of all the planets, the sun is in the middle, and everything rotates around the sun. So when the earth poles is facing out, the sun's awareness, which is going to be very useful for us when I get into this chart. The sun's awareness, I don't want to say isn't strong, but I'm going to say it isn't magnified, okay? It isn't an amplified source, but it is an amplified source. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not, you know how when you're outside and the sun is about to set, you don't have that big bright awareness that you do, so you can see when like a crackle, when it's a hump and a bump, or when it's, you feel me, so you can pick your feet out type thing. When you do not have that awareness, you have to use other things now, right? You have to gain other awareness. Now you have to probably use a flashlight. Now you have to gain moon Saturn, and Saturn moon awareness, which is being aware of the vibration and how things moves aware of you, in front of you and behind you, so you already know what's the next step type thing. You feel me? So you have to now have and grow through these experiences to now gain these needed facilities to use them when the sun is no longer there for you. You understand now? 100%. So because the sun, the poles, one of the poles is facing towards the sun, yes, 100%. But the most, you feel me, the angle that the earth is pointing to right now is not. So I'm saying this is a really good time for us to take in the awareness. Winter solstice is a really good time. Fall solstice is a really good time. People are like, the veil is thinning, the veil is thinning. Like, yes, let's connect that to the solstice impact. You see how the light came on me, and now a different perspective is shown that you previously weren't aware of? That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, excellent, perfect, astounding. So this is why winter solstices or solstices periods are very impactful, but are very magical, okay? So now we know that the poles are very, they move, they guide, they engage with us, they impact the earth, right? So now that we know that the poles impact the earth, that's why we say axes, poles, axes, they, chef kiss, you feel me? They go together. They go together like, they go, you see the pants, girl? They go together, and we should use them together, not as separate, because then, okay, cool, excellent, wonderful, astounding. So back to what I was previously saying, we need to be aware of it. So with the poles, or the awareness is pointing out, this is a time for us to be more open, to be more accepting. There goes that word again, okay? To be more open, to be more accepting, okay? So I need us to just know this part smallly. Now let's talk about electromagnetic fields. Okay, so electromagnetic fields is, you see this a thing that you plug in. This a plug in. It's like a cord to charge other stuff. So I plug in, baby. When I plug in, this stuff can now be used. This stuff can now be, you feel me? I can charge my phone, all these wonderful, fabulous things, right? So electromagnetic fields, it's just that. You plug it in, but this is electromagnetic force. And you're like, well, what is that? So we have an engine. Our body within ourselves. We don't got no key. You feel me? We got no push to start. We don't have any of that stuff. We have things inside of us. And we can correlate this to astrology, but right now I'm not, but it is Mars. Mars is our engine, okay? That is our engine. But to be able to make sure that our engine works well, we need to understand the facility of fires and the facility that electricity is also a form of fire. Because without it, you wouldn't have this initiatory facet for you to be able to, you feel me, jumpstart, move around. You feel me? Without this body to move around, you feel me? You would need another source. Our heart connects to our, well, it's really our heart. Our brain and our heart connected together. That is electromagnetic forces. Remember how ions send negative conversations and communications with our neurons and stuff. So that's electricity yet again. So electricity is combined and intertwined within our body, which makes us an electrical magnetic system, or makes us electricity within itself. Okay, so since we know that we have fire and electricity within our body, what does this really mean? Our electrical magnetic system, aka Aquarius, 11-5, send the real 11-5 stand up, in the opposition of Aquarius is Leo, which is the heart. You see how these things are connecting? Chef kiss. So with these things, we have to be able to see the connections of aware, like the connections of things, so we can use it how they need to be used. Basically, that's it. So with the electricity within ourselves, we can see it as that sense, that's electricity. But another sense is the outer awareness of our electrical magnetic system, which is our aura. Our aura would be Pisces, would be the 12th house. Shout out to 12 doors, okay? But because our electromagnetic system's awareness, or like the awareness of the electromagnetic system is the aura, we need to be very mindful about our internal electrical magnetic system. So our heart, our brains, and our bodies, our cells, we need to be very mindful about all that 100%. It's engaging. It's really giving our cardiovascular system, and it's our legs, which is really, you know, Leo Aquarius 100%. We need to be very mindful of our legs. We need to do more leg stretches, more balance of legs. It's giving hips, like Barbie joints, hips, and then legs. So Sagittarius. We need to work on that. I'm also talking joints. Gemini, Capricorn. I love being hyperextended, but the extension that needs to be mindful about the most is the joints. People never want to talk about that. Yes, we're hyperextended. We're hyperextended. But the joints is the part that we need to make sure that we're stretching and keeping fluid, because fluidity is needed this year. 6-12. I know I'm dropping too many technical terms, but I need us to be able to have this information at the beginning, so when I'm going through the chart, you're like, girl, like, please calm down. What's going on? You feel me? I don't want you to be like that. I want you to be in the know, walk with me hand in hand. So, you feel me? You did. You get me? Okay. So, yeah. Oh, outside electromagnetic system. Aquarius. So, find Aquarius in your chart. Find a Leo in your chart. See what's going on in those houses. I can tell you what's going on in those houses, but I need to know what's going on in those natal houses. Natal houses and transits activates things. You feel me? It's like you looking at your hand like, merch, I ain't never seen this on my hand. Yeah, transits. Okay. A new perspective awaits type thing. But from that outward electromagnetic system can be hit just as well, or can be burnt out just as well as our internal systems. So these are two arenas that we need to be very mindful of, okay? Inside electromagnetic systems, outside electromagnetic systems. You said the memory astrologer, why is all this stuff information needed and necessary? Okay, all this stuff is needed and necessary because if the Earth's electromagnetic system is going through a new awareness, or that's the motive that we're in right now, because that's how the winter solstice is, because it's pointing outward, right? Shouldn't our mind and our body be collectively in the same awareness that the Earth is doing, so we don't go against, what do they say, going against our own selves? Pluto opposition Mars. I'm finna be on my Mushatau Orpho. I'm finna be on my divine perception, opposition, divine will. I'm finna be on that flow, okay? It's so we can be able to understand. And yes, I got us the mistakes and I got us the accidents. So if we do, you feel me, accidents happen, you feel me, we can easily dust ourselves off. What did Leah say? Dust ourselves off and get back up again. It's been a long time shouldn't have left you. Okay. But I just had to get that just in, okay? So winter solstice is electromagnetic systems unite with outward forces. So this is a really good time to start cleansing yourself, start thinking about what are some activities that I wanted to try, you know, maybe by yourself, maybe wanted to read something. So maybe this is a really good time for you to connect with source, outward source. What does that look like outwardly to connect with source? You feel me? How have you been connecting with source internally? What does that look like? You feel me? And I will be real with you. Connecting with source is moon, Neptune, and Neptune moon. You feel me? Like, it's so many ways to connect to source. Connect with God. Connect with creator. Connect with the creatress. Okay? It is. And it's a personal adventure. That's why it's moon, Neptune. Moon is the personal aspect that you have to go through. Neptune is the sense of gaining that faith to dissolve the fakities, to connect to whatever seems real for you. But that is a constant quest that one needs to be aware of what's going on. Shout out to the sun for glistening, you girl. Okay? I love you dearly. I want you to be a baddie all the time. Baddies. Like, come on. When was the last time you looked at yourself, my love? Okay? I love you. But let's get into this chart. Okay? So let's take a deep breath. Go get some water, because, baby, I'm thirsty, too. So we can hop into this chart. I'm going to tell you really what's going on. I'm going to tell you the elements first. So I'm going to tell you the ascendant. You're going to tell me the ascendant. I ain't saying nothing. You're going to tell me the ascendant. You're going to tell me the ascendant? Because we're Dora the Explorer. Dora. Do, 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 do. Grab your backpack. Let's go. Who can lead the way? Sing that song, Dora. Okay. You're going to tell me the ascendant, because which one is correct? Okay. This is an interactive learning experience, because, baby, this is astrology. We should be taking it and learning to move with, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be all jokes. I'm just gonna let you know. All jokes. I'm for Capricorn. Happy to Capricorn season from your favorite Capricorn. So, whole time, tell me what the chart is, y'all. Also, I was looking for Atlas, the asteroid. I thought we was going to have a little asteroid named Atlas, and it wasn't, and it was some other stuff. So, y'all finna go down the little hole with me as well, because that was just like, what's going on here, NASA? What's going on here, Big Virgo? Okay. So, I'm scooting in so we can be together, so you can tell me what's going on. So, I'm going to tell you the tea on this chart first, and then I'm going to tell you the tea on how I got this chart to this chart, because we certified storytellers over here, and I got to let you know what the story is and what the story ain't, okay? So, okay, what sign is this? Okay, I will give you one hint. The sign in the 12th house is Libra, okay? What comes after Libra, my love? And I'll tell you another hint, okay? The sign after the sign that's the ascendant is Sagittarius. What sign is between Libra and Sagittarius? Okie dokies. Okie dokies. I wish I had some Max and Ruby's music in the background, girl. It used to be so calm. So calm, cool, and collected. Okay, on the count of 3, I'm going to say it. Okie dokies. Well, you tell me, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Scorpio 11, okay? So that's the mindset, that's the viewpoint, that's the awareness that we are going to be having. Or more so, this how stories are going to be playing. Ascendance is an awareness that we are going to be gaining this year type thing, okay? So understand it, it's going to be 2 charts going to be read. One chart right now is going to be the winter solstice. The winter solstice is the beginning of the year, is the yearly reading, but the yearly reading also I do for January 1st of 2025, so we can get the overall energy of 2025. Here is more so I like to tell people the underlying stories. And underlying stories is really the tea. If I pull some messages for the cards, that's my thing for you all. This year, I want you all to start looking at the underlying reasons in your card readings, okay? So for all my card readers, think about it. Say you do a reading. You say, what's the underlying reason why so-and-so is acting like this? And cards is telling you, in the previous cards that you did about the relationship or about the friendship, connect them together and let me know what the story says. Connect the conversations and tell me what you really are seeing. That's reading in between the lines. Underlying conversations, underlying motives, those are things we need to be very mindful of this year. Reading between the lines. And reading between the lines is a wonderful Pluto thing, but reading between the lines is a wonderful Mercury aspect that we all need to have. Reading between the lines is a good adult lesson that we need to have. Reading between the lines is a wonderful teacher, Sagittarius, awareness to others, Libra aspect that we need to have. So you see how all those many keywords, houses, arenas spell with that? So these are awarenesses that from one arena can impact multiple. Oof, talk about a domino effect. And yes, that's Pluto. I love telling people that, yeah, domino effect is so Pluto. Like, yeah, being able to peep the domino effect is like a good Neptune, Uranus, Moon. You feel me? But the fact of a domino effect happening, like, where did this come from? Okay. So, the ruler of the chart, we're going to talk about modern and traditional. Traditional ruler would be Mars. Modern ruler is Pluto. Free Pluto. I like both of them because they are in a current dance right now, especially because Mars is retrograde and Pluto is direct and is in 0 and it's in Aquarius, and I'm going to have some fun. But let's talk about it. So we can talk about Scorpio. It is a let's talk about Deacons. Excuse me, let's talk about Deacons. So we know that it is 11 degrees Scorpio, which tells us that they're in second decan of Scorpio, which is Neptune. And I love that aspect because the story last year was Neptune, Dealis, and Icarus. And it was all like, it was really King Minos. That's how it started with Neptune. It was a finesse, okay? But the Savior this year is peeping like the finesse. You get what I'm saying? Like, how amazing is that? But 100%, I'll be very mindful of escaping behaviors because that's a lot what this is saying, okay? I need us to be very mindful. I'm going to just do a little ding right here because I want to be real and so I can get into the elements conversation. I looked at the chart, like, it's fun dating, you know, but I don't, I'll be very mindful who I'm dating because, If you're actively aware of why you're engaging in the behaviors that you're engaging in, freaking and who you're freaking on, hee ha ha with who you hee and ha ha with, if you are aware of the reasons why, I'm good. If you're not, baby, snatch yourself out this year. I'm not saying snatch yourself out, but I need you to grow a level of awareness because I don't want you to be finessed. That's the tea. But let's talk about it. Not Mercury, Scorpio. The ascendant's ruler is Mars and Pluto. So Mars is in the 10th house in this chart. Yes. And Pluto is in the 4th house in this chart. I love it. Can the real 10-4 stand up? Remember we said that? Remember the joke? Okay. So remember we said how this is for Capricorns, but also we all got to stand up being 10-4s. Yeah. We all have to stand and be in 10-4s. And we gotta, it's a whole lot of parental engagements that we're gonna have to overcome. Lack of immaturity. We need to overcome. Also responsibilities that we need to learn to understand. Why are we running from responsibility? What does responsibility feel like to us? You're gonna need. Also, how can you take steps to get out of there type thing? 100%. Okay, but I wanted to talk about the fires, the different fires that we have in the chart. Yeah, I'm trying to do all this. Ooh, tell me I have all this. Okay, wait. Yeah, I tried to go so hard. Okay. So we're going to look at the chart from the fire standpoint, which we are, because I need us to be real. The only fire aspects that we have in the chart is Mars. I'm talking about planets and talking about asteroid. Mars as the engine, Sun as the awareness, Vesta as the continuation of making sure that the fire continuates, and Eros as the primal energy. But I got some tea on Eros and Cupid because they be like, that's the same person. I'm like, wrong. But they're almost opposition on this chart. But I wanted to let us know about the awareness of the fires because as a Scorpio rising, we need to be aware of our own fires. Because in this sense, we have a whole lot of like a fixed engagement, fixed awareness about how we should move, what we should do. And I need us to be aware of our own energy levels so we can move accurately with what we have when we have it. That's the thing, okay? So, I keep want to call this Mercury Scorpio 11 degree. When I think about Scorpio 11, I think about detaching, but I also think about what are we connecting to? This also, girl, this slip gave me coup action. I was sitting in my head like, please, where's Uranus at? Uranus is in the 7th house. That's crazy. I need us to be very mindful of who we connecting to, who we are engaging with, it's past connectability. We need to think about whose values are impacting us. When I think about Scorpio, I think about attaching, what we attach ourselves to, okay? So who and what are we attaching ourselves to? What vision are we attaching ourselves to? But I also need us to be very mindful about our sacral energy. We need to think about our own importance. Here is a whole lot of awareness to outside us, and it's not a masking of something, but it's like a not wanting to face an awareness. But I need us to take that step and understand why. Scorpio here, ask the question why. Scorpio is all about deepening, all about getting deeper. You feel me? If it's only ascending, that means we need to get deeper with ourselves. But because the rulers are in 10-4, we probably mask it with our career, probably mask it with work, probably mask it with school, probably mask it with job-related things. You feel me? I need us to be very mindful of who we are connecting to, what we are building this year. I like this. I need us to be very mindful about our inside temperament needed. Inside temperament. Our inside emotions, our inside feelings. You know how you like have anger and anger can boil inside us? I need us to be very mindful about that. So be very mindful about our throat. Be very mindful about like our diaphragm. Be very mindful about our liver and our pancreas. Be very mindful of how we are harnessing our emotions within our bodies. Be very mindful about, it's fate giving evil eye, and I need us to dust it off. Dust it off. Is it return to sender? Where Mercury at? That's funny as hell, no cap. Gemini is in 8th house, and I said, can we return to sender? Yes, baby. Get you some return to sender candles, baby. Get you some return to sender candles. Get you some black candles. Get you some red and black candles. The one where it's the black at the top and red at the bottom, baby. Get you that. Road openers, I see it, but I don't see it until like after Capricorn season, after Pisces. No, I need us to be very mindful about protecting ourselves. Ooh, that's funny. 11/5. Ooh, this is a really good time to do this entire year is a really good time to do ancestral veneration. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to think about why, how to do it. Give me a second. Scorpio, 10/4, really, come on, be serious. That's ancestral veneration. Make you an ancestral altar. I mean, 10 to the altar type thing. I mean, if 10 is the head, 10 to that altar, baby. 10 to that familial altar. 100%. You got a granddaddy up there. Maybe he was in the military, but it's like Mars is in 4. So I'm thinking army, military, that arena. Uncles. You got some people who like to listen to music and like to dance. You need to play that music when you doing altar work. Involve your kids when you teach them. Ooh, this eats. Okay, this chart eats. Okay. So right here, Mercury, Scorpio on the ascendant with 11 degree. Ancestor altar is very beneficial, especially there. It's telling us here, spiritual court is the necessary aspect that we need to work on. Building the bridge to connecting to our ancestors 100%, but also building a bridge to be active in what they share with us and implement it within our lives. That's really the tea on why they want us to go this way. And I understand now how it's a Neptune moon 100%. We have to be open to allowing the divine guide us, okay? So I'm just going to be 100% real. I have 2 charts here, and I have 2 charts because I used to pick asteroids based on how I was feeling, how the story was playing in my head, and I would let the music guide me type thing. That's Neptune moon type thing, okay? I'm letting the awareness, the outside source guide me into what's beneficial to all of us. But now, since I just pulled the random chart, I wanted the story to tell me what do we need, okay? This story was hella giving Venus. It was hella giving people outside source trying to like finesse you out of your like seeing your own life, instead of giving Cupid Psyche, okay? Cupid Psyche. And I really like that because Psyche is also another aspect of Pluto. You feel me? Pluto impacts the Psyche. Psyche is here, and she has to play out the story of how. Well, we're not gonna. But yeah, back to the ascendant. Because the ascendant is second deacon, that's how we know that it's a Neptune moon. But also because Neptune is like opposition moon right here. Not really opposition, but it's like opposition by 14. Okay. So second deacon activates the Neptune aspect. It's a Neptune moon here. I need to be very mindful of how the creator creates, how now our ancestors, that way we're talking about that ancestors conversation, how they are going to be communicating with you. And yes, it's omens. Omens communication is up this year. Here it might be omens communication within ground. Omens communication within your body. Your stomach intuition is like very active right here. But also why do I keep saying Mercury? Y'all need to really find Mercury clearly, huh? Scorpio on the ascendant lets me know that there is a deepening aspect that is telling us that we need to do. There's a deepening aspect that we need to do. There's a deepening aspect that we need to do. And when there's a lot of deepening aspects, there are arenas that we probably don't want to go through or re-experience because of like maybe how they made you feel, maybe the shame, you feel me? So all these aspects are here, but it's asking us, are we going to use it to our benefit? Scorpios can be very resourceful. 3 houses. The 3rd house of 6 is 3. So we're learning self-independence by learning to be resourceful, by going through the experiences that we went through and picking and choosing what is necessary and what's important for us right now to use. So this is a lot. This is really growing self-reliance on us, but it's also allowing us to be more open, to be more open to our heart. Scorpios here, I think, slowly like close off the heart to protect it. But here it's asking us to now go through the protections of why do we have this up here? What is useful and is it still useful? You feel me? Here we have to be open to the transmutation. Here we have to be open to the leaving old parts, not really abandoning, you feel me? Leaving the parts and then moving to a new, you feel me? With the twos, you don't say like, oh, I'm leaving this and I'm never coming back. Like, no, you are grateful for how this experience have allowed you to have this foundation, this awareness, this sense. So now when you walk into other situations, you can now use this as a benefit of self. Twos really are beneficial to self because you can now grow emotional regulation. Here we're trying to regulate ourselves, regulate our understanding, regulate the internal selves of us so we can literally have temperaments of ourselves, of our engagements when we engage with people. You feel me? Okay. So because it's a fixed house, because Scorpio is fixed, the highlighted signs for this year is Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. What's the highlighted signs? Taurus, Scorpio. Let me hear you say it. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. Excellent. Give yourself a round of applause. And because that also highlighted by the 11th degree, we're talking about Aquarius again. So here we need to look at Neptune. We need to look at Uranus. We need to look at Saturn. We need to look at Mars. And we need to look at Pluto. And you're saying, why do we need to look at all these aspects? Because 11 degree is highlighted in aspect, but also Aquarius kept coming up because opposition, it's not really opposition the ascendant because it would be 12 degrees orbit separation. But yeah, it's useful to look at Uranus retrograde opposition the ascendant, which is useful. So when it goes direct, we can be aware of how to use this pattern recognition, how to be aware of this newfound awareness, how to work with the new energies that we do have, and to work with them and to not let them burn us out. 100%. Okay? 100%. To use it. Uranus' psychic ability is very important because now it's a trusting facet to Neptune, 100%. It's a trusting facet to your own intuition, but it's kind of like you're learning to trust your own self and what you're seeing play out in the real world. So it's kind of like, it's like a sixth house magnified. So you have to learn the abilities of what that is, but then you also have to learn how to use it. And then once you learn how to use it, you can use it from so many different perspectives. So your psychic ability was one arena, but because you use it and engage with it so much, it allows you can like rework it to other arenas. So maybe you see yourself wanting to start a book, so now you use your imagination, that creativity, that passion that you now have to conjure up this newfound fire, this newfound power into working into attaining this new goal. But you're working on that same psychic ability that you do have. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like a remodeling facet. And that's why I think Uranus is so powerful. That's why I think Uranus is so needed. That's why I think Uranus with the Scorpio is so necessary, because it's like a diamond effect that's happening. And it's a personal diamond effect because it's like you're drilling yourself. You feel me? And always, I like to tell people, when we think about Uranus, we should think about the John Henry story. John Henry is our ancestor, especially if you're Black, especially if you're you honor the African American essence within yourself. John Henry is an ancestor and an elder that we should be honoring as a Uranus aspect, you feel me? Because it talks about how we, Mars Uranus aspect. It talks about how we need to understand our own flows and our own energy and what we can and cannot give. But also, he is a you feel me? Outside of that, that man's raw in baking, that man's raw in dancing, that man's raw in mathematics, that man's raw in calculation, that man's raw in like putting, like balancing facets and Both parts of your bodies can work together because of John Henry, and we need to understand how strong of a facet that ancestor and that elder is. So we looked at that. We're gonna look at Mars first. Okay, Mars is in the 10th house. 10th house is Leo. Leo is all, we were just talking about the fires. Okay, that's a really good fire that we need to understand. To awaken Leo's fire, Mars is here. But we also need to see where the sun is, because that is the ruler of Leo. The sun is in Capricorn, okay? The sun is a big ball of fire. Remember we just said how the earth was now not facing towards the sun? At least, you know, the part of it is. But how the major portion of it is facing outward, away from the sun, how this is a major time for us to use the sun's aspect of a good awareness, but also use the trusting facet of our own selves, our own choices, our own decisions. That facet right there, that's what we're talking about right now. With the sun is in Capricorn, we're not saying that the sun is weak or anything. We're just saying that we need to use a different version or a different viewpoint about the sun. To our own awareness. I like this. With the sun is in 0, it gives us open possibilities to basically do anything. Okay, and you say anything, and I say anything. You said anything, I say anything. That's, y'all, I love me some cat in the hat. Love it. So yeah, with the sun in 0, it's giving like open possibilities. That's why I'm saying this 10-4 Capricorn season. This 10-4 axis of Mars retrograde opposition Pluto is very important, because we can be more aware of our own engagement with adulthood. You feel me? It's challenging being an adult. I got bills, baby, and they come every month. I got rent. I got responsibilities. I gotta go to work. You feel me? I gotta engage with other people. You feel me? I gotta drive. You feel me? People on the road is be doing their own thing. They don't use their blinker. You feel me? People do whatever they want. People want to go off on. I gotta go to the store. You feel me? I gotta clean the house. You feel me? The house be getting dirty. It's a whole lot, and responsibility is a lot. You feel me? Some people got kids. You feel me? So now other people was needing you. Now that's a real lot. You gotta tap in for real. You gotta lock in for real. You gotta lock in for real with that. You feel me? And other people, they got cars. You feel me? People got expensive cars. So now you gotta lock in for real. What if that car break down? What if you feel me? All these things got needs. That's responsibility, baby. We was just in high school. We was just in elementary school. Now look at us. Got cars, got babies, got mortgages. Maybe what if the pipe bursts out there? That's on us. All these big responsibilities, and people expect us to just take care of it. That's 10-4, you feel me? And the only way out of 10-4 is to talk that stuff, baby. Talk about it. Complaining is useful, okay? 100%. Complaining can be useful, but it's about how you complain. You feel me? You still gotta lock in. Capricorn 10-4, Capricorn Cancer is really teaching you how to lock in. What is important? What's not important? Private life, opposition, what you share out in the world. You feel me? You're gonna start thinking about what you share out, who you share out with, who you connect with. A lot of people this year, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Now I'm just being real. People gonna have babies this year. It's a wonderful thing to have babies this year, especially thinking about family planning, because it's hot, but I'm too far deep into the other chart. 43 minutes, I need to hurry up, okay? So, we saw this stuff, okay? So from this chart, the only thing that I really peeped from this Astro Seek chart is asking myself, what are you attaching yourself to? Okay? And from that, the major asteroids that I knew that we needed to really be aware of was Orcus, Varuna, Venus, and Atlas. Well, I thought Atlas, the person who's holding the world up, the mythology story, I thought Atlas had an asteroid, but Atlas actually is not an asteroid, and it's actually an acronym for Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System. It's NASA-funded project that works to detect and track asteroids that can impact Earth, and that makes me think about Priapus, the asteroid, because it's a UNO. That's what they call it. Asteroids that transition Earth really closely. I don't think that's what it's called. Don't listen to me, y'all. But I just had to say that to us so we be mindful of why I needed all these extra asteroids to be aware of how to read the chart. So we're gonna look at Mars and we're gonna look at Pluto, okay? Mars is currently in retrograde in Leo. With Mars retrograde in Leo, it's in 4th degree. I really like this because it's asking us, what do we need for nourishment? What do we need to make ourselves feel safe? What do we need to make ourselves feel important? What do we need to connect to our soul? What do we need in our house? When was the last time we connected to our house? When was the last time we connected to our body? When was the last time we connected to our own selves? You feel me? Some people here people might previously had a baby. Oh yeah, someone just recently had a baby. Congratulations, 100%. And now you're thinking about how can you reconnect to your body? How can you reconnect to your core? And I really think this is a really good time, a really good year to ask yourself those questions, but also to get connected to yourself. Connected to the internal you, 100%. The internal you, 100%. Also, this is a really good year. People might be thinking about what motherhood will look like to them. What does motherhood look like in general? 100%. What was the parent, the outside parent, what was your connection to the parent of the household? And I really mean the money maker parent, or more so the parent that was like, I don't want to say the breadwinner, but the most impactful parent to you. What was your relationship to them like? What was your relationship to your parents in general like, as a child, as a teenager? No, I'm really thinking about as a child and then as a young adult. What was going on with you? How did it make you feel? What type of things did you want to do? What was your parenting style like? Because I can see the parenting style coming up. And now, because you all are thinking about what type of parent you want to be, what type of adult you want to be, this is a really good time for you to check in with yourself. But this is also a really good time for everyone to think about, are you the person you said you wanted to be as a child? Are you? Think about that. Did you accomplish the things that you said you wanted to accomplish? Are you who or the version that you wanted to be? And if not, you feel me? This is a really good time to check in this whole year and to get yourself back on track, baby. Reading astrology is to tell you the tea and tell you how to use it to your benefit, not to make people feel bad and to cause shame. Like, girl, no. I'm here to make you feel like the baddie that you are and to say like, oh yeah, I continue growing. Maybe we are forever and continuous students, and that's something we need to know and to understand, you feel me? Like, yeah, we got all these titles as Miss Mom, Miss Doctor, Teacher, you feel me? We got all this stuff, but you feel me? What other things? But here, Mars retrograde in the 10th house, with with a Scorpio ascendant, I need us to get out the labels and the titles that we give to ourselves. I need us to separate from that stuff, you know me? Because it can be some hella hypocrites, okay? For real, we need to really think about how does that attach to who I am? How does that make me feel? Because here is literally saying that people go to work and do all this extra stuff to make it feel good for them, but Pluto's in the 4th house. Don't tell me no secrets like that. Because here is telling me that I secretly really want power at home. I really want power within myself, so I try to attain it out in the real world. But what does that give? You feel me? What does that give to you? Do you still got to come home to yourself to realize that's something that got to, you feel me? So the control that we really, the power that we really, the force that we really, the awareness that the real respect that we want, the response, you feel me? That stuff is internal. That also says, asking us, what's our relationship to responsibilities like? To upkeep, like, to maturing, like, to growing, like, 4s can be really content, get stuck in a little loop, you feel me? No. Get bored. You feel me? 4s can really miss out because they're not aware, because things is, that's how it go. No, 4s, don't get content, don't get bored, don't get stuck, my love. So 4s better not come out in that playing card. We already talked about the 4s. We already talked about the 4s. But here, I need us to really beat that wound up of like emotionally connecting to people. Not beat it up like, but I need us to connect to us deeper, understand why do I engage? Why do I feel like this? Because you won't be able to take the nurturance when it comes to you out in the internal world. You thinking, no, where's Neptune at? Yeah. You can, baby, we can get real caught up thinking one thing's one thing when it's another way. 30, 60. Girl, don't play with me. It's gonna be a sun square Neptune. Do not play with me. No. She said divine will. Well, I'm reading tenfold. It's 410. It's really divine perception, opposition, divine will. Baby, calm it down. This is a really good year to control our kids. We need to really have good conversation with our kids. We need to really have solid conversations about real life and actions, about responsibility, consequences. We need to talk about that with our kids because that is coming up. You feel me? I understand. How do we feel about consequences? How do we feel about reactions to our actions? How do we feel about that? Because that's another step of 10-4 too. But I also like this as a step of saying we are thinking about how to rise to our highest perception. And with this, we can get kind of, a little jealous. We can get kind of moody. What is going on here? Oh my goodness, y'all. I like that I was saying that and I was thinking, okay, where's the moon at? Saturn opposition moon. I love Saturn opposition moon. You feel alone though. You hella feel alone. Hella misunderstood. Hella like nobody got your back. Hella. You hella start seeing that people really frauds and fakities. Yes, it is very lonely, but it's very beneficial. Them dreams eat. You gotta lock in with your intuition. You have to lock in with your intuition. You cannot ignore it. 100%. This ease. I'm not gonna cap. It's Neptune, Moon, Saturn, Moon. This is a really good year, y'all. When I tell y'all about what's gonna come this year, and y'all gotta be open to it, and how it's so raw. And we need to watch The City of Ember, and that's the tea right there. And no, I'm not talking about the soul outside your body. I'm not talking about that, girl. No, but I'm talking about the distribution center. That is coming strong this year. Okay. So I'm finna get off this chart, y'all, because if I go into this chart, I'm not gonna go deep into the other chart like that. I'm gonna deal with y'all. But 2025 overall. Let me get on the chart. Good year for getting to know yourself and uncover personal needs and shame, guilt that are holding within the psyche. Get to know the why you are behaving the way that you are behaving. So the other asteroids that we're gonna be looking at in the other chart is Eros, Psyche and Cupid, Nyx and Priapus. But also, because we're looking at Priapus, we also gotta look at Lilith. I'm not gonna. No, they go hand in hand. Okay. I'll go to Fixed Star. We also look at Saturn, and also what's going on with the Inuits in the Pacific Islanders. Something is really going on with them. We need to very much keep the ear to them. Indigenous people in general, we need to very much pay attention. It's like a reawakening. It's a reawakening happening for real. It's like a resurgence. It's like when they said the fire's in the brain, baby is dead. Yeah. So we're looking at Priapus and Lilith only because Priapus runs with Jupiter. They also run with the Satyrs, which also awakens Sagittarius. So we finna be lit in here. We finna be teed in here. I'm not finna let y'all ever fail no test. I'm finna let y'all know how it's finna go and how it's not finna go. But also we look at Priapus and Lilith because they're moons, black luminaries. And black luminaries are just as important as the nodes. Just as important. So black luminaries and nodes We should all read them because they're all parts of the moon, and it tells us even more secrets or tea about what the moon is talking about, okay? Before we read this, I got to be real with y'all. We got to clean the air. And I'm only saying we got to clean the air because it's a 10-4 plan and because it's a Mars-Pluto plan. Pluto-Mars plan. I need us to just know what's going on. Okay, I let that settle. Okay, it's in the back. All right, y'all. Okie dokie. So the ascendant here, you all are going to read. Okay, y'all saw the other chart. Y'all see this chart? Yeah. Okay, so the ascendant here is Scorpio 11. On the ascendant, we have Juno. Was that Cersei's? Juno's with a hood. Sorry, Cersei's with a hood. This is Juno. Juno, and we have Nyx. Okay, y'all. But before this ascendant, we have Hama. I love a Hama story because you want to know why? That's the personification of the Creator is talking to me. The Creator is talking to me. How is the creative force talking to you? Two. The creative force is talking to you. 2. Yes. Excellent. But how are they talking to you? They are talking to you through your dreams. Oh yeah, girl, Nyx is here. It's hella talking to you through your dreams. It's talking to you through other people, so you need to be able to read in between. There goes that again. Read in between the lines. That's so why it's necessary. That's so why it's necessary. That's why it's so necessary. Girl, what's Mercury at? Okay. In the second house. Okay. So on the ascendant, Hama. I love Hama, which means what's going on with Hawaii? What's really going on with Hawaii? I don't see Heart of Fortune. Girl, what's going on in Hawaii? Second time I said that. First time I said that was during this video. What's going on in Hawaii? What's going on in Hawaii? What's going on in Hawaii? Scorpio here. What's going on in Hawaii? What are they drilling? What pollution are they doing? What dislocation? Scorpio? Yeah, because 9th house would be they have to move long distance. What's going on? With land? No. It's with banking. It's something financially. Something's going on. You feel me? It's something going on. Yeah. Maybe communities, finances in the community. I don't know, but we need to keep our ears open to what's going on in Hawaii. 100%. But I like that because the creative force is here. I like that because the creative force is here. It's also under Quayar, but it's coming down to Earth communicating. Here, Hama they be communicating, okay? 100%. I need us to be very mindful about that, how the creator communicates with you, and when was the last time that you paid attention, okay? With Neptune moon, you have to pick up the omens. So in songs, I give you the easiest one, okay? I knew something was going on deeply with Pholis because this song came up. And you're going to be like, girl, what are you talking about? Red wine. Red wine coming to me. Yes, red wine, baby. You're like, why is that? Is the story of Pholis not about red wine spilling and the centaurs go bazonk and Hercules trying to help Pholis? You like, bro, what's going on? It's like, man, I don't know. Yeah, it's Pholis' people's fault. Seriously, if they would have told him like, yeah, my guy, we can this stuff, you feel me? This stuff right here make the people go, wow, you feel me? You don't ever pop them open. You pop it open, the centaurs and smell it, baby, it's over with. You feel me? If they had that conversation with him, he would have been like, yeah, T, I can't even pop this bottle right now. You feel me? Because if I pop the bottle, everybody finna go in a little frenzy. And maybe you over with, me over with, the story can't continue. You feel me? If they would have had the conversation with Folis, hey, maybe he can live another day. But I'm keeping it real with you. So, here we have Cersei's. And I like Cersei's a lot. Why am I calling her Cersei? This is Juno. I like Juno. Juno is the wife of Jupiter, 100%. But I need to talk to us about, Baby was playing on your, wow, that's crazy. Your haters is playing on you by trying to be nice to your people. I hate stuff like that. I hate when, oh my goodness. I hate when people try to play Pluto Mars. That's a Pluto Mars game. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. You feel me? So that's nasty work. That's some Dialis finesse. Neptune says, say less, I'm coming after your wife. That's that, baby. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. Also, yeah, that's nasty work. That's why I'm saying this is not a really good year to be getting into relationships, because I mean, unless you're openly aware of who it is, you feel me? Like, if you know, like, that's how they move, you feel me? That's on you. But baby, that's playing the weakest link. Who would play weakest link on people? So never people testing people's loyalty, which never play that. Never. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. Okay, Ascendant conjunct Juno. That's really highlighting relations, connections. Your viewpoint about marriage here, because the Ascendant is 11, you might be standoffish about marriage, or you're thinking about marriage, relationships, that capability in like long term in your generation, in your family. What does that look like? Okay, this is a really good time to think and review about that, because then you can start seeing the continuous patterns that you all play in relationships within family, and then see how you can do to beat it up and to not engage in those same patterns or behaviors. So we see how this one aspect, this one tiny bitty aspect that you can do for yourself can impact so many different people. Whoa, Elmo says whoa. That's how I feel. What's going on with Elmo? What's going on with Sesame Street? So it makes you think about the needs within relationships. So here with 11, we are also thinking about familial needs within relationships. How did, when you communicate your needs within relationships, how did they make you feel? You feel me? What are some people in your family or people that you're in relationship with that you feel that can assist you with your needs? You feel me? Oh my goodness, you feel me? I need us to think about our needs and commitments, our needs in the relationships. Also, what does it mean for us to be in a relationship? What is it like? You feel me? How does it impact ourselves? And because it's on the first ascendant, it's on ascendant, I need us to be very mindful about our mindset when we enter relationships, okay? Do not always give your all, you feel me? Don't always, you feel me? Don't say this is my end all be all, like, you feel me? This is a growing facet. Each relationship allows us to grow to a different layer and version of ourselves. Like, wow, thank you for coming to me and unlock a different version and vision that I didn't previously know. So that's what the relationships are really opening us to see different visions and versions of ourselves. So from that 8th house, what are we going to do with this information? What are we going to do with this information? Are we going to use it to our benefit? Are we going to use it and tweak it and remote it and do it? You feel me? What are we going to do? It's the get back up process. For real, the get back up process. How you feel about the get up process? You feel me? Like, 2nd is going down, 2 is getting up. How do you feel about the getting up process? Because you can be geeked about the getting up process, but the going down process you can get really terrified of. Like, ooh, you feel me? Like, no. But that's the aspect of growth. Learning, failing, doing things different, ending things here, trying something new. That's the aspect of growth. This year, I'm probably going to call this refocus, realignment. But then I'm not going to cap, because my mom was telling me that it should be called pick and choose your battles, because it was Mars dominant. But we're going to keep going. On the ascendant following Juno, it is Nyx. And I like this because this highlights about the darkness that we need to be very mindful of. You're like, darkness, girl. Oh my God. No, not darkness like that. But darkness is in night itself. How is your relationship with night? What do you do at nighttime? You feel me? What does your nighttime preparation look like? Okay, what does your preparation look like to go to bed? Okay, so this really telling me when we get off of work, we come home and just do what? What do we do? What do we do when we come home? What do we do? We just, what's going on Twitter? What they say on Facebook? What she say? You feel me? Is it that? We moving our body, we stretching, because we need to have another layer. We need to have another avenue of ourselves to release. It's telling us there's a separation factor that needs to happen from when we leave work to establish the boundaries of who we are. You feel me? That's not us no more when we leave that job. We clocked out, baby. You are not Miss Manager Lady on duty who work at. You're not that. You feel me? You're not Sergeant Officer. You're not Detective Joe. You're not that singer who. No, you're not any of that when you come home. So what type of things are you doing to separate the lives, to separate the arenas? Because there's a real separation facet here. And yes, I'm also talking about when you leave your outside shoes right at the front door, right outside the door. That's a good separation facet that we need to have, because Martha's right there on the Jen's house and 4 is right there. It's going to really highlight to us that we're going to really need to start upping our cleansing of our electromagnetic systems. And yes, if our houses hold electricity, that means what? That our houses have electromagnetic systems as well. Excellent. So how can you clean those environments? Let me just, move this incense off around a little bit. Nothing, just something slight, baby. La 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 la. Choo choo choo. How can we cleanse our environments? How can we cleanse our environments? So right here, I'm burning some super hit. It's my favorite incense to cleanse the air. And then afterwards, I might mop the floors and add some conditioning oils. Remember, we have conditioning oils on the TheeMemoryAstrologer.com. We have Firewall Protection Oil. We have Keeping Boundaries Oil. Oh, that's my favorite. And we sold out the Invisibility Oil. So, oh my goodness, what's another way? Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna redo the red brick salt around my windows and around my front door. I think that's a really good protection. So there are so many avenues and arenas that we can use to up the protection in our house. But also, what is some of our other things that we can do? If we have, if y'all got some good products that you can use in your hands that are herbs and roots, you can place them in your cars. You can place them in your purses. You can place them in your bags. We got protection amulets. We got some wonderful horseshoes that you can place in arenas that are used as protection. So there are so many arenas that we can use as protection. Okay, I want you to think about that. Protecting of oneself. Okay, you got that, my love. So next, 16 degree. I need us to be very mindful of protecting ourselves. Here, it's kind of saying we need to, if we're going to have sex this year, we need to very much be wearing condoms. Like, we need to hella be wearing condoms. We also need to be getting tested more. I do see blood test more because it's Mars opposition Pluto. So when was the last time we got our blood test? And I'm saying blood tests for like our sexual health, yes, but I mean like blood tests like, baby, how's your glucose? You feel me? Like how was that stuff? You feel me? I need you just to go check that out 100%, because I don't really see anything sweet, but I'm not a doctor, so go to the doctor. Excellent. I need us to be very mindful of, I'm about to get off the ascendant. I need us to be very mindful of Nyx's children. You're saying, what do you mean by that? So with the avenue of darkness, which means an avenue of our deeper awareness of ourselves that we're not previously seeing, or more so seeing, there is other arenas that we can be mindful of, such as our dreams. That's an avenue of darkness. Another avenue is our awareness to sleep. You feel me? To be able to get to the dream world or to have dreams, we gotta get to sleep, right? 100% Ram the asteroid. So here it allows us to know that we need to think carefully about our relationship to darkness itself, to the dark. So how is your relationship to the dark? How is your relationship to your mother? Nyx is the mother of Morpheus, of the god of dreams, of the creatures of the night, of Rim, the wife to Hypnos. So, because of all this, we need to think about the relationship to darkness, to ourselves, to our inner selves, to the unseen versions of ourselves, to the shame versions of ourselves, to the black darkness versions of ourselves, aka the black luminaries that we were just previously talking about, which means now we need to get our relationship to our nodes. So go see where the nodes are in your charts, but also go see where Lilith is in your chart. Go see where Scorpio is in your chart. Go see with Nyx. I think she's 3908. Asteroid 3908. I think that's Nyx. Go plug that in. See where she is in your chart. 100%. Hella. From this also, though, I need us to think about wolves and deer, because those are also avenues of Nyx. And now we're finally off of the ascendant. Now we're going to move to Mars. Mars is in the 10th house. Its connection is to Varuna, to Pandora, to Midhaven, and then to Odin. So we're going to read that as source, as such. So Mars is retrograde currently in 4th degree in Leo. With this, it is conjunct Varuna. I like Varuna, the god, the Hindu god, 100%, but I like the aspects that people go through by learning to connect with him, them, through astrology. So Varuna is the universal awareness, universal laws. So Mars connected to Varuna literally says that you are going to be learning universal laws, which literally says common sense activators. To have common sense activators, you have to be aware and to open to what's going on in your life, how is it impacting you, and like what other arenas did it impact, okay? And from that, you can start taking account or taking reflection. So when you start seeing that there is a pattern to how something moves or how someone moves or how someone engages with you, you'll be able to not worry, you know what I'm saying? Not be confrontational, you get what I'm saying? But also be in a know, so you don't have to more so react wrong. It's really learning and teaching you how to make the best gambling or more so activated decisions. Gambling and activated decisions are all Mars aspects, because you need to learn how to work with the energy. Yes, 100%. Work the engine. Yes, 100%. But that is raw passion, raw power. So what are you going to do with that? And here you're going to learn how to use your energy wisely. Learn how to use your fire wisely. And to be able to learn how to use your fire wisely, you have to go to Vesta. Vesta is in your 12th house in Libra. Libra is the others. So from all these experiences, engaging with all these other people, and then reflecting, because that is the savior, you are going to learn the type of energy you need and the type of energy you do not need. But also, you're learning which battles to move on, which battles to move on from. You feel me? You don't have to fight every battle. First things first, who wants to fight everybody? You feel me? Like, you're going to be exhausted. So when a true opponent come up and knock you down, baby, all them coins is really knocked out of you. You can't get back up. You feel me? So that is learning to use your energy with what you need your energy for. So with the universal laws here, it's literally telling me that there are constant tests that we're going to go through. I think the test might start in Aquarius season, and you feel me, you might keep the similarities around Leo season, but I need us to be very mindful about it right now, 100%. Okay? Varuna connect Pandora. Varuna and Pandora is both reversed, retrograde, as long as Mars. So all this stuff is retrograde. So that's what I'm saying. The focus is really necessary. Like, yeah, the focus isn't really here. And that's why we're trying to emphasize the fact that we need to be aware so you don't get off track. And so you can see the session. And so you don't have to, like, see it last minute and be like, oh, my God, I have to, you feel me? I can't do this because it beats. No, you can do this, actually, because we're supposed to be here to make mistakes, to learn lessons. So with Varuna conjunct Pandora, it's literally saying from our previous decisions we're going to learn. So Pandora, we just always leave the story off at Pandora, like Pandora's box open and chaos is filled. Okay, but also, you know, biblical story will be the story of Lot, right? Lot and his wife. Yeah, because the story of Job is a totally different thing. Like, you know, Jesus took every, you feel me? Oh, you feel me? He not really a lover. He not really devoted. Just let me play. Let me just test him one time. Yes, that's Job. Okay, we're not doing that. We're doing Lot. It's like, hey, yo, you feel me? You and your family, your wife, you gotta get going. You feel me? But if you turn around, baby, it's salt. Yes, that is that story. Pandora, you feel me? From that harsh situation, from chaos, from destruction, they were leading. Some people were able to come out of the situation and to start a new life, which is alone. Adam lives in theory, it's that. Okay. And I don't want to say that song played as well, but let me just see. I really hope I did the screenshot. Hot. You feel me? I just be chilling, y'all. And this was at 6:13 today. I'm trying to tell y'all, Neptune moon eats if you use it to the benefit. That's what I'm saying. Free Uranus. Okay? 100%. Okay, we're almost there, y'all. Pandora there. With the awareness of the actions, you can now clear up the situation, understand the emotional reaction, or more so, understand the real reason of what's going on, not engage, and then move along. That's what you learned this year. How to not engage, baby. Who cares? People want you to engage. It's the aha, I got you. It's Pluto opposition Mars. People desire for you to engage, and the real tea, the bust of moon, Pluto, baby, ignore them. Oh, I ain't got her. Let me try something else. Ignore them. Oh, I ain't got her. Let me try something else. Is this not the story of the 3 pigs and the little wolf? Like, constantly trying, like, bro, we gonna go through 3 houses. Come on, ain't you tired? And he was like, yeah, big boy, that brick house did something to you, huh? It's that 100%. So, y'all, people is like, the desire to have control over another because they lack control of themselves is like, why are you giving us these secrets? Never tell us you have no control at home and you desire control. You feel me? Never tell us that, because now if people know that that's how you truly engage, they know how to get you. They know how to get you. They know your weaknesses. They know because you desire it so much. They know that you would do anything, okay? Okay. But we gone, okay? So, Pandora is 11 degree. And I like that, you feel me? It's the taking awareness of our own abilities, taking awareness of our own. But let's talk about ancestry now, okay? We playing 11-5. Let's play 11-5 100%. 11-5 is a continuation of doing what, if I got the batting from my people. If my people was 5-11, they was running, doing their thing last life, for me, they did, they transitioned. They give me now the batting, baby. I'm running. I got their blood running through my veins. I'm running. Okay, so now because you have this, and now because you got their level of awareness, because that's 2, you got their level of awareness, you got their visions, you got their viewpoints, you got some of their behaviors, you got some of their genetic awareness. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. What DNA at? 2nd house. We gonna talk about that. I got y'all back for real. Ain't nobody gonna finesse you. With this, since you're playing 11-5 accurately, we have to be very mindful about the generational behaviors that play out. They play out. That means we got to beat it up in our family, which means it talks back now about that emotional parent, lack of engagement, lack of validation. It's a 10-4 here. Lack of validation, lack of feeling worthy, okay? So now we know that people are engaging with us like that right now because they feel not worthy. You see how people keep giving us secrets? Make you want to slow down, huh? Make you want to drink some water, huh? So, how can you make yourself feel worthy? How can you make yourself feel validated? How can you make yourself feel connectable? How can you connect to yourself, baby? That's what that's trying to say. Connect to source. Feed your own needs, baby. Feed your own needs. Be aware of your needs so you can feel them and stop reacting. You reacting, that reaction source is really telling you something, but are you aware of it or are you just reacting? Pandora conjunct Midhaven. It's not really conjunct, it's more like 10 degrees, but that 10-fold is happening again. So here is the lesson from Pandora to our Midhaven. So this is a constant lesson that we're going through this entire year, especially all the way up to Leo season, or especially you got a strong Leo in your chart, you feel me? This is what you're going through. Your sun, your awareness, you're going through this entire year. I would soak my feet more. Excuse me. I would work each part of my body out. So you know how you can stretch your legs and stretch the opposite. I would stretch the opposites. That's gonna be the savior for real. Balancing on both sides. That's using both sides of your brain. That using divination to move. You feel me? That divination to move is also using both brains. Using going to get readings. Going checking with your reader. You feel me? Going to do your own readings. Pulling some cards. Pulling some coins. You feel me? Reading the transits of the day, reading the app, and it's telling you this is stuff you need to be mindful of. These are all levels and awareness of information that you can use to your benefit. Okay, so Midhaven conjunct Odin. I like Odin. A lot of people say that Odin is like a person we need to be like mindful of, but I like Odin because he rocks a Pan, which means Pan's rocking Jupiter. So that lets me know that you are assisting us in this process, which means we need to be very mindful about how Odin is communicating with us, the all, the creator of the all. You feel me? So now this is saying a lot of parental, a lot of parent. I want to parent. Oh my God, I'm trying to say dad. A lot of paternal engagements we need to really be aware of and see how it impacts us. 100%. 100%. Y'all, my throat. I've been on this for an hour and 21 minutes, okay? Now we're going to look at the modern ruler, Pluto. Pluto is in the 4th house. Y'all, okay, sorry. Pluto is in the 4th house, right there. It's in 0 degree. And conjuncted is Ceres, conjunct Child, conjunct Venus, conjunct, who is that girl? I can't see nothing. Psyche. Conjunct part of fortune. Okay. So I'm gonna get into the story. Give me a second. Sun, ooh, I was talking about Iceon. Mercury girl. Pluto conjunct Ceres. I like this 100%. Parents, this is a parental story. This lets me, this is 3-9. Oh, 14. What's your relationship like with your mama? This is Demeter and Persephone flow. She was pressed. And she has to go to Jupiter to help get her daughter back from Hades, but it had to, the whole. I'm telling us the story because Pluto conjunct Ceres is an avenue of Persephone, and Persephone is really the savior of the Venus trials of Psyche. And all I'm saying is that story is useful. So Pluto conjunct Ceres is useful. Pluto conjunct Ceres is letting me know that there is a deepening aspect that needs to go on between your relationship to your mother, mothering yourself, relationship to mother and child. There is a deepening aspect that needs to go on. Maybe people want to go to counseling. Maybe that'd be better. Maybe there's a detached awareness that we need to maybe people want to step away, you feel me? But this is a really good time for us to think about our relationship, mothering ourselves, our mothers, what type of needs that we need from our mother, but also what does our soul need? What does our body need? What do we feel? What do we need to feel safe? What do we need to feel secure? What do we need to make sure that our needs are met? You all, there's a homelessness issue going on here with mother and children. And if there's anything, we need to start donating money, donating clothes and stuff, and not just little kid stuff, but continuing kids. Diapers. We need to drop off necessities. There is a lack. These people who are living in shelters, there's a lack that they have, that they don't have. And we as people who do have stuff, we need to start seeing the feeling. We need to start engaging in that behavior. 100%. 100%. We need to especially like children by the age of like 10 through like 9 through 15, 9 through 16, excuse me. We need to really like help them. We need to really see what type of resources they need. That's really a need, 100%. But yes, we need to think about how can we can be more engaging with our children. Yes. Also, when our children start telling us about dreams that they're having, can we be open to the dreams and listen to them? Our children have, like, they have seeing capabilities, like seers, like psychic abilities in dreams. And I need us to assist them in taking care of that. And also, if we have that ourselves, we need to assist ourselves in taking care of that, to get that, to re-nurture that aspect of it so we can come back to us. We need that. We need that 100%. We need to think about our inner child and how can we mother and nurture ourselves, because this is a really good year to think about that, especially between the ages of like 5 to 11. Mm-hmm. Yes. With child conjunct Venus, I need us to be very mindful of Pluto, Ceres, child, Venus. This opposition, Varun. Okay, so family planning. There is something going on with you know how you go to the doctor and it's like they get an infusion and it's like an incubation period. They help to get pregnant. That is going on a lot this year, especially getting pregnant. Family planning, that is very beneficial this year. Womb healing is something that we need to take into account. 100%. And when we heal our wombs, it's allowing us to know that we are also healing our generations. We need to think about ways that we can like be more kinder to our wombs, because we're talking to our great grandchildren, our great grandchildren. So we can send positive energy to that aspect of ourselves. That'll be useful, and that's also useful for men as well, because they have semen. And yes, 100%. But the inner child is an avenue or aspect that is very highlighted this year, and it's telling us we need to deeper understand our inner selves, our inner childs within ourselves, especially how the group made us feel when we wanted to connect to other people. How did that make us feel? What was making friends like? Okay, what was childhood really like for us? And I need us to think about it. And I also think about it from our own standpoint of our own childhood, but also our family's childhood, our family's childhood, our generationally, what is childhood like for people? And what's one way, because there's an innocence that we need to really work on and really establish, more so like maintain for the children. And it's giving kind of Moon Pluto. And Moon Pluto, well, it's Pluto Moon right here. I like it being Pluto Moon. Pluto Moon can eat. That's Pluto Moon be saviors, because if you can peep the need, you will say to yourself, like, you feel me, like, damn, nobody was there for me and I gotta do this for other people. Yes, you feel like that. You hella feel like that 100%. But once you mature and understand that that's the little you saying out loud because you really needed somebody to be there for you type thing. But when you establish that, it heals that wound as well. And you can heal that within other people, so people don't have to go through that. So I need us to think about that. In what ways can we start uplifting ourselves, uplifting other arenas of ourselves, so we can establish and assist other people, 100%. So child conjunct Venus conjunct Psyche. We know that that's the story that with the Venus trials, Venus Psyche realizes, well, she falls out and she's pregnant, and Venus finds out that she's about to be a grandma. So I need us to be very mindful of who's in our ear, because Venus is before Psyche. I really don't think Psyche is going to take any information that Cupid is telling her, that her husband is telling her. So if you are in a relationship this year and you have people such as family and friends, they might be really jealous of you. We already said that, the moon, the jealousy thing is here. You need to be very mindful of what people are saying, why they're saying it. You feel me? Think about the why. Why are people initiating this? You feel me? Why does it impact them so much and it doesn't impact me? You feel me? Why are they saying this and what is it doing to impact you? Feel me? Because if you really love me, okay. So I need us to think carefully about these people and about these situations, and when people put us in situations, what is that going to tell us? What is that going to do for us? What are we going to take away from those situations, okay? What are we going to take away from those situations? With it being Psyche conjunct part of fortune are really much like that, because here it's letting us know that the awareness will come. The awareness is coming this year. The awareness is coming this year, and it's personal, baby. It is so personal. That means we're all going through individual journeys. So what does that mean? When you go through an individual journey and I go through an individual journey, we can feel like people don't show up for us in the ways that we need, because, you know, we're going through these journeys and people are not there. You know, where you at, girl? Where's you at? I'm at the crossroad. Where's you at? I haven't seen you at the crossroad recently. It's that, okay? And with this awareness, we might feel as, we might be dropping people. We are dropping people this year. I'm not going to count. We're dropping hella people. People who just really don't align to us. You feel me? We really gonna start realizing that this year. People who really is the fakities. The fakities is gonna be dropped, okay? Peep the fakities. Peep the hypocrites. Peep it. Okay? So remember, the Psyche story was her friends, her family, they were all on her ear saying, you know, how is your husband able to do all this stuff and you don't even know what he's doing? He cheating on your girl, he doing all this other stuff. And Psyche was like, she heard that for so long. Everybody was like, where your husband? Where your husband? Where your husband? Oh, you married, huh? When you get married, huh? Your husband, he out there talking to Barbara, huh? You ain't know that? I know that. But how do you know that? You don't even know what her husband look like. You feel me? Are these your own thoughts and judgments? And you think about them yourself? You're going to pass them on to me? So now I'm in my head, Pluto, Mars, like, whew, this is really happening, huh? Let me just put two and two together. Oh, yeah, he acting like that. Mm-hmm. You right. And Pluto and Cupid like, you know, babe, for real, you feel me? I can't really tell you who I am, you feel me? Because if I tell you, babe, you feel me? We got to separate. Baby, he a god. I'm gonna keep going. I don't want no smoke, man. I don't want no smoke. Okay. So, you feel me? How people got in her ear, and she took that lighter. She said, Cupid said, say less, sweetheart. Say less. He stormed out there and told his mama. Venus said, she said, what? Best of luck to her, son. Thank you so much, son. I love you, baby. That's how it went. And she, Venus, really? All right, if you really true, sweetheart, complete these tasks. Complete these tasks, baby, okay? That's how Venus said, and you feel me? It was to test her own devotion, because when the test was going on to you, real life, you couldn't see through it. You couldn't focus. You couldn't tap in. But when it hit your doorstep, then you started tapping in to get your life back. You feel me? Don't that story sound like the chart? Right. That's why this chart was so necessary to give us the true story. So, 100%. So the awareness is going to come, and that is the blessing. It's all for us. Yeah, I love this. Y'all. This is such a beautiful story. But we're gonna continue, okay? So we looked at Mars, we looked at Pluto. Now let's talk about the tea. Y'all, I've been waiting so long. Okay. So the mistakes, the accidents. Let's talk about accidents. The accidents is in the 4th house. The first accident is the only 4th house. So not trusting yourself, not trusting your own intuition, not putting in the work, not putting in the awareness, not asking the questions deeper why, not coming home to yourself, not trying to connect to yourself, ignoring yourself and ignoring your own needs. So that's the accident. Okay? Put yourself last. The mistakes. 2nd house, 6th house, 8th house. Let's start with the 2nd house. Sagittarius, where the hell is Jupiter? Jupiter is in the 8th house. It's in the 8th house, girl. Okay. So, 2A, who's just saying that? Going down and going up. I need us to be very mindful of who we are talking to, who we are putting our mouths on. What the sweet words and people are saying, baby. Okay? Them 3 arenas. them three arenas, okay? Mercury, we're finally here. Mercury is 8th degree and it is currently in Sagittarius. And I like this, okay? I like this 100% because I hate people play 9-3 on me. People be trying to outsmart you. Like, people who try to outsmart you all the time, it lets me know that you feel not validated. People didn't make you feel like you're an individual. People tried to separate you. You feel me? So I don't like people play games like that. So people are going to be playing games like that. I'm going to be real with you. 100%. People gonna be playing. They gonna be gossiping. Oh well, you know who really cares? But Mercury 8th degree. Read between the lines, baby. Read between the lines. Morpheus is right there. It's telling you read in between the lines and pay attention to your dreams. Intuition is up. Let the intuition guide you, baby. Let the intuition guide you, baby. That's also telling you audiomancy and bibliomancy is up, baby. If you don't grab you a book and say, book, what message do you need me to know right now? And I'm going to open up to a random page and thank you for this information. So I'm going to do that right now, okay? Unnamed. I'm going to read you the story right now. It says, those who are hidden, we are all here together. They fill up the room and disperse without a notion. Never separated, but that's what they want us to think. They are not really there, but they linger around more often. From their sense to their weight of the floor as it creaks when walked upon. They are here even if they are unseen. As they linger, it is real in everything you think. From the smells, from the voices, from the weight of the room. The ones who are hidden are always there. The ones who are hidden are not hidden, but unseen. Unseen from the eyes that do not look in between, but seen. Between is used as an allegory that shares about an existing thing, for one which is voted and now becomes two. For one which is molded and now becomes two. Mercury conjunct Morpheus. The only thing that I really like about this is that, well, I love everything about this, is that our DNA is conjunct Morpheus. So the dreams that we're actually having, those dreams, those dreams, girl, those are just dreams. No, they're not just dreams, my love. They're communication from source. They're communication from your ancestors. And you want to know another secret? Your people had that gift. That's a gift that's in the family. You say, girl, you're lying to me. And I say, baby, let me show you where. Second house, it goes Mercury, 8th degree, Morpheus, 10th degree, DNA, 12th degree. This is a skill set that is passed within your family, my love. This is a skill set that's passed within the lineage, the generation, my love. So are you going to ignore your people because you're going to ignore your dreams? So you're going to ignore, you're going to take the long way because you want to ignore your people and they're giving you shortcuts and they're giving you answers? You know me, do whatever you like, my love. But I'm going to pay attention to those dreams. Take them in. Dream intuition is up, but dream messages are up as well. Morpheus' job, people always be like, oh, he got an easy job. Oh, he's just a dream sleep guy. Baby, he delivers messages that are both wonderful, fabulous, and the ones that's scary too. The ones that's like people don't want to talk about. People don't want to share. Think about Morpheus. Think about how he must feel to experience that, to give it to you. That's responsibility. That's what that is, my love. That's locking in and doing the job even when it hurts. But it's for a savior. It's for a savior. Conjunct anti-vertex. So anti-vertex is 22 degree. And you're saying, why does this stuff matter? Because when the ascendant changes, the vertex changes, the part of fortune changes, and the anti-vertex changes. So the vertex is important because AKA if you about to do rectified charts. Y'all, I now do rectified charts. I forgot to tell y'all. I do rectified charts, y'all. But if y'all rectified charts, you need that. You can tell the story with all that, okay? But anti-vertex is very serious because it allows us to know that this is a fated moment, and it allows us to like see how it's going to impact us. This is the destiny impacting moment. And everybody be trying to say is like relationship engagements, and I just like to say it's a fated moment that is needed for us to happen so we can change awareness. That's what vertex and anti-vertex is. It's something that needs to happen that connects to our divine plan and our divine purpose ascended, so we can change our, or more so grow our awareness and viewpoints to life and the many versions that life presents to us. So then from that, it's Eros, the one of those fires. So I like Eros as the primal energy source. Primal in uncontrolled, but they say that Cupid and Eros is the same person, and I'm like, if they were the same person, wouldn't they be very helpful in the story? I mean, Cupid did act as if Eros was with the primal energy when he left, but that was really much it when he left Psyche, because he needed her to understand that. But with Eros here in the second house in 27 degree, it's letting me know that we have a lot of energy in our second. Did we just say that? A lot of energy with communication. We need to be very mindful about that. Okay. We need to be very mindful about that. We need to also think about if the people that we want to freak on, if their values align with us. Okay. Eros here also lets me know that the fire that we do have, it comes, I wanted to tell you at the end of the month. So if you use your energy up, you feel me? You have to redefine your energy again. So I would try to understand my energy at the to initiate the force and to maintain it, but at the end I'm really good at it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a facet that we need to learn with initiating fire and controlling fire. You feel me? And also we need to also be mindful about controlling it at the end, like summing up the fire, because if the fire is uncontrollable at the end, then one would not be able to gain control, and to complete that activity, it would just be a continuous long activity. You understand what I'm saying? So there's an aspect that we need to have so we can use the energy to accomplish what we really need to do. Y'all clearly got to get up out of here. It's an hour and 41 minutes. So yeah, that's the accident. That's the mistake. The second mistake is in the 6th house. The 6th house, it goes North Node, and then it goes Chiron retrograde and Eris. So Chiron retrograde is 19 degree in Aries, and Eris is 24 degree in Aries. I like this. It lets us know that the emotional wound is how we feel when people like don't validate us, people don't like be aware of who we actually are. And baby, I need us to be aware. If we're aware of ourselves, we can't help let other people, for me, dictate our importance. Heck no. Fuck no. Okay. We are not gonna allow other people to determine our importance. Absolutely not. Determine your own importance. My favorite thing to tell people about 6/12 is that you gotta let the system fail you. The system has to fail you because you are going to outgrow the system, because you're supposed to. And once you outgrow the system, you have so many different other awarenesses and opportunities, so you can create your own safety net. So now this path that you previously was on is now like uncharted path. So now when you start making it a charted path, you can be able to use it to understand that you're not terrified of the unknown or the unseen or the darkness, that you're actually terrified of journeying a new path that no one has ever seen before. But once you get used to engaging and being on this path and seeing how it makes you feel, you start to see it differently. I love 6th house because we also need to be very mindful about our own engagements to other people. 6th house people just like to think about their own work and routines, but never think about the encompassing factor of why that impacts. That's what I'm saying. We need to step for people who are unhoused, people who live in shelters, people who have needs that, you feel me, our needs are taken care of because we have these jobs, we have this money. What can we do with this money to help other people? You get what I mean? You get what I'm saying? See a need, feel a need type thing. So with this 6th house things, we need to be aware of look at your job. What job do you have? What is your encompassing factor? So I'll give you a big thing. If you're a doctor of medicine, and you're a doctor, you support those people, you support their families, okay? But you also need to provide resources, other arenas that people can try out. Minimum. That's the minimum aspect. So with that, you are now supporting your sixth house with allowing people to grow awarenesses, to own safety, own awareness. So with this, we need to all think about what our job encompasses. What other arenas do our job encompass? What resources can we impact? Can we help people with this, in this arena, okay? Because we are here to gain paychecks, yes, but we are here to help other people. That's what we're learning with six. We're learning to be mutable in different environments, different realms, different arenas, different needs. Sixth house is the learning to be beautiful, the learning to be useful, the learning to be engaged with other people, the learning of each format. You feel me? I give you the biggest example. Museums are so 612. Like, museums are such, especially interactive ones, especially like museums of science or like planetariums and stuff, or field museums. Those are so useful because it's like allows you to touch and feel things. Tactile is so 612, but allows you to take in the knowledge as a regular, everyday sense, okay, and use it into your life. Those are that. You feel me? Learning common sense is Leo, but taking in the common sense and using it to your everyday life is so sixth house. And that's what you're learning. Using common sense to your everyday life. Using trust of self. Learning self-effectiveness. Learning to be efficient within self. And it's also, since it's the North Node is in 2, we need to really validate ourselves, okay? I'm beyond talking. Talk validation is wonderful, okay? But I'm saying, what can you do to really validate your own emotions? Let yourself feel them, right? So, you know, I did feel this type of way and it made me feel woo, woo, woo. Talk to somebody older than you. Let me see. Talk to somebody that from a different different vision of you. You feel me? Tell them what the situation is. 100% do that. But I would most definitely talk to someone older than me, or talk to someone who you feel is like understands you, can give you a different awareness perspective about that. 100%. Yeah, that eats. The last mistake is 8th house. 8th house is Saturn 0 degree, Jupiter 14 retrograde, Cupid 18 retrograde, and Vertex. So I love Saturn being here, but it's hella misogynistic viewpoints that we gotta beat up. It's ingrained. Ladies is here. It's ingrained. Men is here. Everybody. It's saying everybody. It's saying our basic observation viewpoints about the world and about other people can have misogynistic viewpoints, and we need to beat that up. That's what that says. So I would decategorize stuff. Decategorize. That's how you mystify the misogynistic. You know what I mean? Like, people mean misogynistic and don't even know, like, that's what that is. Like, bro, come on, be serious. You know what I mean? 100%. Or engaging in those behaviors as an acceptance fee. Accept other people. Like, beat that up. What's going on here? What? So, here with 0, setting it at 0, there's an avenue of not paying attention or not listening to the story, but it's also telling us that we're not paying attention to, like, the whole facet, okay? Pay attention, listen to your children. That's what that says. First things first. 2, pay attention and listen to the sea creatures. They are communicating to us. I love Sedna being at the top because it's letting us know that sea creatures, turtles, whales, what's the things that clap, seals, them, all of them is going to be very important this year. We need to be very mindful about that. Yeah, we got to do better than our parents, okay? Also, something going on with fish. We need to pay attention to that. With the Jupiter conjunct Cupid retrograde, that's the Cupid test. That's the test. You feel me? Like, that's the mistake. You feel me? Not taking in the information when it was previously given it to you and have to go through it and experience it and see how it impacts other people. That's that. But with the Gemini here, it's allowing us to learn. Oh, I like this. It's teaching us to learn different aspects and different parts of people, like the importance parts of characters. Okay, when we read books, we just be reading books, but it's teaching us now the importance parts of each character. Okay, so the only thing that can really work with this is watch cartoons, read short books, read book of poems, read, watch cartoons, watch things that you like to watch as a little kid. Watch cartoons like that, you feel me? But engage in that behavior, 100%. Yeah. Pivots is needed this year. Balance is needed this year. Sturdy force is needed this year. Animal distribution system is going hard this year. That's why the awareness and the savior is the 6th house. Pets, especially connecting to your primal energy, your passion. Pets are going to allow you to tap into yourself 100%. Also, you need to be very mindful of your throat. You need to be very mindful of your lungs. You need to be very mindful of nose drippage. It's giving nasal. It's hella giving mucus, extra mucus, like body, like what is it when you mold and stuff within the body? We need to be very mindful about that because that can lead to pneumonia. Is that 100%? We need to be very mindful about long COVID. We need to wear our masks, but it's giving like over hella mucus in our body. And I need us to get into antivirals. Is Folis not here? You feel me? Folis' whole thing is saying that your whole family is canning and making tinctures. So we need to get into the vibes. You feel me? We need to get into the vibes. But I didn't really talk about that. Let me talk about that really quick, y'all. I'm trying to like get off this chart, and that's why my chart readings is specified. So we're currently in Capricorn season, y'all. Happy Capricorn season. So this year we got to be very mindful of playing Sun conjunct Ixion. And I'm laughing, ha ha he he, but Jupiter is in our 8th house, and that's already a mistake. That's the mistake, the last mistake that we can have. And the savior for Jupiter means Sun conjunct Ixion is Jupiter. So you see how continuous savior stories is connected? Okay. So with Sun conjunct Jupiter, Sun conjunct Ixion, it's a lack of taking accountability of self. Also, it's the desire of having power over another people, and like no one's being able to do anything. So like nobody can check me, nobody can do nothing. I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest, la la. It's that 100%. Okay. But Ixion got, baby. Ixion got, and then he got. You feel me? So this is not a good year to finesse the helper who helped you. 100%. Ixion, other thing is that he can think that he can finesse anybody out of anything. And the only thing is that Juno is right there on the ascendant. He tried to finesse her. He tried to finesse Hera. He was like, oh, Jupiter, you feel me? He was trying to talk to her. And she said, I need you to set up, because he trying to dig. And Jupiter said, say less, babe, I got you. And since that you did an elemental to him. So air elemental is clearly the one that's been moving, the one that's moving the strongest this year. So we need to be very mindful about that. We need to be mindful about taking accountability for our own selves and our own actions. And I'm talking about that real 10-4, because it's here saying a lot of leaders are not taking accountability for actions because they're... Pallas Athena is right there. What? My only thing with Pallas Athena is that she can be misogynistic 100%, and we need to learn how to beat her up so we can use our strategic fire to our benefit. You feel me? If we don't beat her up, Mars is just engaging. Vesta can potentially go out. Eros can do whatever he wants. Jupiter, you feel me? Like, no. There's a... Dang, there go that Pluto word again. That dice effect. Dang, that domino effect. So it go Sun conjunct Ixion, conjunct Palestina, conjunct Pholus, conjunct Quayar. I like Quayar because once again, we was just saying how Jupiter had to save Ixion. Quayar had to come down to Earth to... Man, I got no music. I got to go get something. Quayar had to come down to Earth, baby. And when he came down shaking things up. And when I say shaking things up, baby, I mean literally shaking things up. He came down here and gave us music. He came down here and gave us sound. And from that sound, And from that sound, chaos stopped, ceased. 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 Y'all give me a second. Okay. Wonderful. Ceased. So, cleanses is really good for our houses. Playing music, playing songs, playing sounds, clean our environments are necessary. Cleansing our floor is necessary. So, now we know some arenas that we need to be very mindful of. But, I really want to talk about the opposite, but not really. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Yeah. Wow. Really did everything. Alright, y'all. I'm going to really quickly do astrocartography so we can do the states that's going to be impacted and the cities that are going to be impacted. So, I already did it fakely on my phone. But before we get into it, flossing and canning is necessary and needed this year, okay? So, the places impacted, Chicago, of course. You feel me? Jackson, Mississippi, Nashville, Missouri, girl, I don't know what this is. Utah, I cannot write. You see that? I can't even write. What does that say? Who knows? Minnesota, Wisconsin, Texas, Austin, Little Rock, Arkansas, Indiana, Indianapolis. But I wanted to do something else. I can't even see out that chart. They down bad, y'all. You be downloading stuff and they be blurry. Okay, so it's this up and down 90. Okay, so United States of America, Canada, Brazil, Cuba, Venezuela. Yeah, perfect. Okay, Antarctica. What was the other one? Okay, I can see that. But I didn't do that other one, so let me do it first. What is that? 30? 30? 60? 30? 48. Okay. Greenland. Girl, what the hell does it say? Oh my god. Iceland, United Kingdom, Ireland. Yeah, that's really it for right now. Ecuador, Colombia, Peru. Okay. No, I don't see nothing else. Okay. Okay, excellent. We did that. Wait, I was supposed to do one more. Is this the one that's, nope, that's not the one. Is this blurry? Aha! Okay, so it was just this one. 48 degree. So that's, what is this called? Indianapolis, Ohio. What's the orange one at the top? Michigan. Missouri, Memphis, Arkansas, Texas, Mexico, Hawaii. There's one more thing I need to talk about so I can get out this. It's about the winds. I know it was northwestern winds was going, and they were blowing. Northeastern winds is strong. Northwestern winds is strong. Northwestern winds was, I'm lying. Northwestern winds was strong. The strongest was northeastern winds. From northeast winds, it was blowing like southwest. So those are the strongest winds. But northeast wind, that was the strongest wind. I was like, God damn. So I just expect for a lot of snow to be heading towards the East Coast, like coastal. I expect a lot of snow, and I expect it to be very cold in the Midwest. 100%. I can see a cold front coming southwest, but I'm not seeing like. I'm just seeing like, you know, a regular cold front, especially if it's windy coming off the coast of, you know, New York and all that other, Ohio. That 100%. All right, y'all. Let's do it. We 2 hours in. We're gonna do a playing card message, and we're gonna do a regular oracle. All right, my love. Y'all be listening to the radio in the car. They said, yeah, that's where the information's coming from. So listen to y'all radio. Listen to the songs that's playing. But also, if y'all just do shufflemancy, you feel me? That's when you like pick a random number in your head. You're like 5, and you click the shuffle 5 times. You know, every time you shuffle it, reorders the music log, whatever it's called. But I will also do the same. Y'all, I have to put these cards up, right? I'm weak. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you can do the same thing with bibliomancy. You can do the same thing with geomancy. That's how geomancy is really important. That's how I'm talking about geomancy. And I'm also talking about reading the nature environments, reading omens. That gets easier once you work on this skill set. That's how you're able to know, like, okay, this is coming up. 100%. I need us to be very mindful about what we're hearing. People are really trying to like tell us like things is good for us, like trying to talk us into like attaining things. And I need us to be very mindful, like weigh it out for real. Who is this person to know what's best for you? You feel me? How do people outside people know what's best for you? Oh, I can also see that people might be going, not really picking up like going to school, but like picking up trades and stuff, picking up good hobbies with their hand. I can hella see that this year. Hella. All right. What's the message for the winter solstice? Damn. Ooh. 3 of spades, 9 of clubs, 4 of spades. Yo. Okay, yeah, you need to very much think about the people that you are engaging and attaining to 100%. Think about what you're attaching yourself to 100%. Because here you're not really seeing how it's going to impact you long term. But look at that. It say the eye. It says when the eye is near, denotes great intents taken by friends. When distant, it signifies suspicion. It's between you gaining your own independence and following the crowd, and then it's in between the thoughts of your own money. So the crowd can really impact your own money, your own viewpoint about yourself, but also you need to be very mindful of who you attach yourself to, baby. You need to be very mindful of who you attach yourself to, because long haul, you don't know their health, you don't know their personality, you don't know they long-term goals, baby. If it does not align with you, baby, separate from real. 3 of spades is now 4 of spades. 7 of spades is on the back of the deck. I never want to play that. I never want to play gotcha. I never want to play I have to fight for my own stuff. I never want to play I have to think about making the right decision. But this literally tells you the T. If you want to read it as such, it can tell you the 7 of spades tells you that the lesson will come at the end. But if you're aware of it right now, you ain't got to experience it. And it says between 7 months and 7 years. So you can, like, 7 months from now is what? 7 and 7 pops up again. So 7 can be Libra season 100%, or 7 can be 7 months from now. It's December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. You know what happens every... All right, let me be quiet. But 9 of clubs here is telling us that we need to be very mindful about our own independence, our own attainments, what we have attributed, what we have, the energy we put in to attain what we have previously attained, okay? Think about it. Think about it. Who helped you get here where you are? You feel me? And also, what energy and what mindset did you have to do? You had to go along this long path by yourself 100%, but now the clubs literally let you know that you are not finished. You feel me? You have gained stability, but now from this stability, you gain sustenance. You can gain leadership. You can gain your own capabilities and build off of this. So it's telling you to keep going. Now the club's telling you to keep going. Don't follow. Don't follow. Don't follow. Keep going. Keep going. Don't follow. Don't follow. Do not follow the crowd. Three of Spades is here. It's telling you that you got to trust your intuition. Three of Spades is like, people always be saying it's a hard. I like to say also, Three of Spades, Nine of Clubs. This is the going to the doctor to get the incubation for the baby. This is that. This is that, using high sciences to your benefit to allow you to establish a family. With this, it might be very expensive, though. I need us to be very mindful about the money, the place, 100%. Also, if we are doing that to family planning, think about what your health needs. Think about how you can supplement this with other ways. So if you know you get the incubation within your baby, what type of things that your body needs, what do you lack? You feel me? Here is telling us by saying Moon Neptune. This is I like to call this a Moon Neptune, but you know it's a Neptune Saturn. I really like this. It's telling us, one, that there's a deficiency that we need to be very mindful of in our body to fix it. The deficiency could be, it's giving bone, it's giving, what is it called? Joints, flexibility. It's we need something. It's like a sustenance is needed in the body. I don't know what it is. I will go to the doctor 100%, but it's also trusting our intuition. We need to trust our own intuition. It's also telling us we need to be very mindful about our money. We need to be very mindful about what we are engaging in and moving in 100%. I'm going to just read the Eight of Diamonds now, what it's down here. It says number 44. The broken glass foretells ill luck for long years if near, but if distant, death of a friend. Death of a friend, which means the opposites here, baby. You can take the information in, or you can, well, for years. We just said between 7 months and 7 years. Okay? And then next to 32, it says the mountains nearby indicate the presence of a mighty enemy. We just said it's a friend, so if you can think about who it is right now, baby, the fucking people was watching you, okay? Okay? Be very mindful of who's watching your success, because it's telling you hella people was watching you. Hella people was jealous. Peep it. Who are these people who's jealous? I'm not finna play. They're playing Priapus on. They're playing 7-1. I hate people play 7-1 because people who play 7-1. Are you okay with people playing the weakest link for you? Are you okay for that, baby? People, baby. Queen of Hearts, Six of Diamonds, Three of Cups, Three of Wands reverse. Three of Wands reverse. Okay, so it could be a air sign. It can be an air sign, a water sign, or a fire sign. And I don't see fire. I'm seeing fire, like not a lot of fire in the chart. They got a strong Neptune, Jupiter, but they Queen of Hearts. It could be somebody you work with, somebody you in group with. It could be somebody who got similar values than you. It could hella be somebody you work with. I'll be very mindful of who you talk to, who you hee ha ha with. Check the friend groups. Check the society. Check, girl. Yeah, on me. People who's trying to play on your downfall. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. I'm not even funny. It's not even funny. But I like this. The King of Diamonds is here. And the Ten of Diamonds is here. So it's literally telling that you go to a psychic and someone tells you this. I got you, girl. T, trust your intuition. Your intuition will tell you who this person is 100%. I like the Three of Clubs because it allows you to grow your independence. But this person is not independent. This person probably works with other people to do this. So check who the fraud is. Check who the fraud is. The Queen of Hearts. I like to say someone who's intuitive. They could be light skinned. This person is light skinned though, no cap. Yeah, this person is light skinned. It says this ring, when to the right of a person, is a unerring indication of a rich and happy marriage. The line to the left disappointments in love. That told us about their relationship. I don't want to know about the person's relationship. Now you know some tea. I don't know tea, but yeah, we know that this person is thirsty. We know that this person you work with. We know that this person kind of likes the things that you do. I would just be very mindful of how you engage with them, how you connect with them. 100%. Just pay attention. Use your intuition as wise. Use your intuition. 100%. Make the accurate investments to think carefully about who you talk to and who you engage with. 100%. Also, they might live near a railroad. They might not be tall. They might got short hair. No, they got long hair. Well, I don't know. All I know is that they do communicate, though. They do communicate with other people. I need us to be very mindful about that. But this person is watching. Why are they watching? Queen of Diamonds. What the? Now it's two people here. Queen of Clubs and Queen of Diamonds. They might watch you because of like the work that you do, how you engage with people, how you move, how you connect and communicate. Also, they might be watching you because of how you use your intuition. 100%. It says children signify friendly disposition, gentleness. Yeah. 100%. In the back of the deck is King of Clubs. It may be because you're attractive, maybe because of how you use your energy, but I'm going to laugh at you and I'm going to leave this alone right now because I was just saying to myself, if a bear come up, this is a Morpheus coded test, baby, I'm finna go ahead, get up out the jam. This literally let us know that you're going to have to use your dream intuition like crazy because Morpheus and bears go hand in hand. And if people start saying that, maybe they have stolen from the memory astrologer. They have stolen, okay? This is some crazy information. I apologize for letting you know. It says the bear is a sign of success. A successful person speculates. So that's the information you need. Is there anything else that you need to know? I'm just opening the deck. It say Ace of Spades. Baby, if you don't use that awareness to your benefit, baby, I'm going to show you a picture of what the Ace of Spades really means. And when I show you it, you're going to be weak because it comes in as a Neptune moon. You're like, girl, how is this able? Hold on, I'm trying to find it. It is so funny to me. Oh, I really hope I can find it. Oh my God. It was this giant knife and it came out of this man. He was washing his face and a giant knife appeared out of his sink. And I was just like, this is so Ace of Spades correlated. I wonder if it's going to pop out. And when this Ace of Spades pop out, baby, all I need is a jiggity joke to rhyme, to talk. Where is it at? Oh my gosh. If I can't find it in the next 1 minute, we're going to get off this. I'm just going to have to post it. All right, so I'm just going to have to post it. I'm sorry, y'all. But let's get it. What is the message for the winter solstice? Y'all, this video was so long. I'm so sorry. Humming. We need to get into humming. Start humming way more. Think about what songs you like to hum. What it says hymns. Y'all got a humming grandma? Y'all got a singing grandma? That means you got a praying grandma. She got them laying of the hands, baby. Look. Grandma, open your purse and can I have some double mint gum? You feel me? Okay, y'all. We need to get in. They said we need to be very mindful of merging this year because we are not paying attention to people on the right side of us merging and left side of us merging, and we are causing accidents, and also we're getting hit on our right side. So yeah, the card that came out is acceptance sideways, and it says, I am learning to accept things I cannot change. Wow. And because it came out on the side, it really lets me know that we are actively learning into this, that we are actively using this as a common sense. But this is letting you know that this is an active test of self-acceptance, but acceptance of what is going on around us, which lets us know that it's a Saturn test. And that's a wonderful thing to experience Saturn tests like this, because it's allowing us to be liberated. It's allowing us to see really what's going on. But people always say restrictions. And yes, it is a savior, and restrictions are teaching us the tea. Oh my God, all these cards. Girl, I'm not going to play with us. I'm finna go to sleep. Good night, everybody. Back of the deck is blame. Didn't we just say beat that shame up? Blame. We see we got sacral chakra. We see we got root chakra. We see we got some throat chakra here. We see we got some third eye chakra. We see we got some earth star here. We see we got some purple here. It says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Upright. Oh, let's read it. So, all these cards came out sideways except one, and that was reversed, and one came up upright. So, friendship is sideways. It says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Then it says acceptance. Oh, sorry, acceptance sideways and friends. Then adversity. We see that's a what? That's a compass, baby. But that's a what? That's a Ceres. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying Ceres. That's a Juno. Let me show you what Juno look like. Touch my body. Roll it on the floor. Wrestle me around. Ooh, touch my body. I just want to make you move. Oh, y'all, don't play with me right now. I really don't have that. That's crazy. I wrote that out. That's not what I need. That's not what I need. Oh, y'all, where the papers just go? Y'all don't think that's ha funny? Where the papers go? That's hilarious. Wow. Let me start to show you on the chart. Where the hell? Oh, is this the right chart? Don't tell me, where did this stuff go? Y'all, maybe it's me, but I do not see. I don't see nothing ahead. Okay, I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to show you what she looks like. Okay. Oh my goodness, glyph. Doesn't that look just like this? They say that Ceres has a cross and a star on it to identify that cross is over matter. Religion is over matter, which means your devotion is over matter. Devotion is over personal wants, needs, desires. Adversity says, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. But here we have a lighthouse. And lighthouses are for what? When the sun isn't there anymore and the ships need to be guided to coast safely and not run into the people, not run into the communities. Black and fire. The opposite way of how acceptance and friendship was going was pride. Sun conjunct Ixion. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. You know, that's a beautiful aspect, to see myself in everyone. Because sometimes we see ourselves in people, we get jealous. We get mean. We get bitter. We get a lot of things. But that lets us know that people are going to be taking parts of our personalities and parts of ourselves and intermoding it into theirs. So what you going to do about that? It says growth reverse. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So we originally started off saying how with force we can get content, settle in our ways, not worried, not seeing in bigger picture situations. But we can cease our own growth, cease our own movements. Front of the deck. Trust. That's what we got to do this year. And what did I say? It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Y'all know what I do? I love you all deeply. Deeply, 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 deeply. And for us, baby, everything is possible. Happy winter solstice, y'all. Happy Capricorn season. Y'all know it's all Cap because I'm a Capricorn. Okay. And I'm going to cleanse this on the way out, okay?